Hi boys and girls. Okay, so last week we did our beautiful watercolor practice, and I did two of them, so I'm gonna have to pick one to use today. I think I'm gonna use this one. The first thing you want to do is you want to get your name on here in bubble letters. Okay, we've practiced bubble letters over the years. If you're not sure how to do them, let me do a really quick reminder. So if I wanted to write Mrs. Walker in bubble letters, I would just write it with pencil first, Mrs., and leave a little space in between your letters because you know you're going to bubble around these. So there should be space between each letter. And then once you have it in pencil, you take your Sharpie and you just kind of follow your pencil line around. Each letter, and they might start to touch each other. That's okay. Just kind of where they touch, don't draw over the other one, and just bubble around. So I did it on this scratch paper because this is how you would do it if you do not already know how to just make them out right. Okay, this works really good, and it ends up getting your letters kind of the way you would normally write your name. Okay, then you would go back in here and obviously you would erase the pencil lines so all you can see is your beautiful name. Okay, I am going to just write my name because I've had a lot of practice with this. I think I'm going to do mine diagonally though because Mrs. Walker is pretty long. And I'm going to start way over here. Now, planning it in pencil would be wise so I don't run out of space, but I'm going to take a chance here and just hope that I can space this really good. Once you do it with Sharpie though, like there's no going back, right? So if you're not feeling confident about spacing, do it with pencil first. You can always erase the pencil, whereas you cannot always erase the Sharpie. I'm going to have to get a better Sharpie for this because this whole lesson, just a second here, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully this one will work better. I mean, it seems like it's a little bit juicier. There we go. So quickly write your, or not quickly, but carefully and beautifully write your name on here in bubble letters. And then I want you to start thinking of things that are important to you so that you can fill in the rest of this page. So, for example, for me, something I love, obviously you guys all know this is I love art. So I'm going to make a silhouette or an outline of a paintbrush to symbolize that I love to paint. I also love to draw, so I guess I should make a pencil here somewhere, right? Let's see, I'm going to let my pencil go in this way. So you're going to have to make some decisions here. Do not color these in though. We want the inside of your whatever you draw to be the beautiful watercolor design that we did. Okay, so I've got my pencil, I've got the paintbrush. I could do a sploosh of paint too because, like, you know, that might be kind of fun. So you want to make shapes that symbolize whatever you're into. Okay, I love coffee. Sometimes I like it to be a matcha latte, but I love coffee and matcha, so I'm going to make a cup of coffee. I could even put some steaming hot lines coming out of here because I like it nice and hot. Okay. I also love, love, love butterflies, so let's see. I'm going to make a butterfly's body, their head. See, they have 3 body parts, don't they? Head, thorax, and an abdomen, and then beautiful wings. Uh-oh, that wing would have gone off the page, right? If I was doing this, it would be right there. Okay. Let's see, what's something else that I love? Well, anyway, you're going to fill up this whole space. I'm going to pause this and think about some things, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and I've filled it up with all the other things I could think of that I love. Now the last step is to use organic shapes to fill in any space between. So you see how I have a space here? You're going to use some kind of organic shape. That means just kind of a shape that will fill that space. I have another space here. And on this, when I was doing it, I tried to make a book that was open, and I don't like it. So I'm going to show you how to fix something that if you did something you don't like, I'm going to fill that all in with black in just a minute here, but I'll show you how. Because all of our negative space, but I got to get all these shapes in here first before I can do that. All of our negative space we're going to fill in with our Sharpie. So take a moment, go in between everything that you drew, and fill in little shapes. Okay, they could be little circles, circles, I don't know, just any kind of shape that you can fit in there. And the reason we're doing this is because you're gonna get tired if you don't do this, because you're gonna fill in all the negative space with your Sharpie. So the more of these shapes you can get in here, the quicker this will go on the next part, okay? Don't leave any don't leave any big spaces, because that's gonna be a big space that you have to use your Sharpie to fill in. And then it takes forever. I found that out on one of these examples I was doing. I ended up making a lot more shapes just so that I wouldn't have to do all the filling in. So I'm making all these shapes, and when I get them all done, and you could even just do however many you think, and then when you start filling it in, if you're like, whoa, tired of putting black in there. Okay, so this is gonna just be a couple of shapes right here. And I am going to have a big black spot there because I decided I don't want that. I didn't like how it turned out. And that could happen to you. If it does happen to you, no worries. You can just do what I'm going to do, right? All right. I think I'm ready to start with the black. Now, all you have to do, I usually start on one side of the paper and just work my way across. You're going to go in all of this space between the shapes and just start filling that in with your black, okay? You shouldn't have too much space in here. If you follow the directions, this will go kind of quickly, right? Just all your negative space. And take your time so you don't mess up your shapes, right? Stay inside your black lines here so you don't mess up the shapes that you've created. You want it to look really cool. I am going to pause the video and I will be back, and you'll see what the finished product looks like here when I get all of these, or at least maybe I'll do half of it and pop back in to show you, okay? Okay, I'm back. I am not completely done, but you can see how I'm working my way across. I got rid of that book that I didn't like down here, just blacked it out. So if you have something that you want to get rid of, you can do that with it. I had a happy little accident. This shape ended up looking a little bit like a dog bone, so I turned it into a dog bone. It's going to take a little time, but this is very relaxing to just go around these shapes. Just kind of enjoy. You can talk to your friends while you're doing this. It's kind of a really relaxing activity. So have fun, and I can't wait to see all of the fun things that pop out. You can see how they're popping out of my picture now. Okay?